Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Wednesday, January 21st, and felt like I really need to do this video here today because today was an absolute grind. I finished off a little while ago my post session live stream with my Signal members where we kind of go through Q&A of the setups that we took and then obviously look at some setups. We actually took a phenomenal short in gold. And But what I really wanted to talk about was this NQ today. The NQ got me. It beat me up early. Took two early losses, both on shorts, right around the 9 a.m., about the 8:50 to 9 a.m. And it got me, and it got me good. But I recognized something very, very quickly. So, and you guys can go. I highly encourage you to replay my live stream from today because the commentary I give you on this move to the upside, I think was legendary. And the more importantly, the move from here, it was just so crystal clear as to what the market wanted to do that for me, it was almost a point where you couldn't take a loss in the afternoon, well, not afternoon session, but pretty much around that 10 a.m. point. Um, and what I saw. So this got me good. Not gonna lie, it got me. I took three losers in a row. I think I was down $3,000 really early, so I was down about 3R for my accounts, and took two losses on the NQ, took a loss on the ES, all in the same vicinity, pretty much. But what I started to recognize, and the recognition started happening right around 9:30, 9:20 to 9:30. You could go and replay it. What I kept seeing was the market every 10 to 15 points on the NQ. You were just seeing an absolute ridiculous amount of orders. Okay. And once we got up to here, so as we started to see this ladder effect on the order book, okay, and you could see it crystal clear 200 orders, 300 orders, 400 contracts, 250 contracts, 7 times the average that you're going to see on a normal day like today. And you started to see, okay, now once we got to exactly where the Sunday open was, okay, where our Sunday gap formed, what did I tell everybody on the video and my live stream? You know what? All of the institutional orders, they're all gone. They're nowhere to be found anymore. And they had nobody to sell to. There's no volume sitting up here. There was nothing that they can do up here. So at this point, my thesis changed, and I said, this market is going to tank at this point. And I told them, I think you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I've got a 130-point target that needs to get unbalanced. I think the second target was even further down than that. And sure as shit, we absolutely destroyed it to the downside. Because as we were coming up, the funny thing is, and you only see this on level 2 Bookmap, the order book to the downside was extremely thin, extremely thin. So I knew that these were positions to the downside, not to the upside. And I started to look for any opportunity that I could take a short at this top area, which I was able to capture a 15-point move to the downside, which in hindsight was very small, but I also was not able to really find any good confirmation on that because I wanted my short to happen from here. I didn't want my shorts to be happening down here. I wanted them from right here. And this candle here, that was, if you were watching or if you were looking at the charts today, you watched my video. This was a very strong green candle to the upside. And I even said, this candle is pure bullshit. There's nothing to this move to the upside. And we saw this candle, strong candle, didn't close as a strong candle. This didn't close as a strong candle, but if you saw it start, this was a very solid green bodied candle to the upside that got slammed down. But before that, as it was even going up, it was a solid green candlestick. I said, this move is bullshit. And you can go and replay that video on my live stream. I knew this was bullshit. And what we got was this an absolute dump to the downside. So today was a day of persistence. I was almost ready to call it a day. I was down 3R. For me, that's kind of a lot. You know, I like to keep my losses to about 1 to 2R max. But I knew that the last 2 weeks, my trading has been fantastic. The way I'm looking at the markets have been really, really fantastic. Back to like where pretty much all of 2025, I was looking at volume, and that's just re-emphasizing my confidence, which is great because then you get to see things like this, and it's basic auction theory. What is going to occur. Now, how it gets there is very difficult. It's always almost impossible to always time exactly how it gets there, unless you've got a good confirmation to get into trades, which I feel like I do with my footprints. So I finished off the stream, I think probably negative $1,000, right even. And shortly after, well, actually before I left my YouTube stream, I left all of the everybody who was watching the stream, I left them with a short setup in gold. And I even refined the gold short, and I took that short with my with my Signal member group directly after the stream, and it was just an absolute gorgeous trade. I mean, gold has been reacting to my volume levels extremely well. So I'm going to show you guys that video. I believe I got that video recorded, so I'll put that on there. If not, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll be looking at the charts later on, but I think I'm done trading for today. To be honest with you, I really do feel mentally exhausted, and I don't think I've had this feeling in a long time. But it was a grind. I felt like I used all my computing power on all of this move to the upside with the NQ, and then tracking gold. Found I think I might have found like 4 or 5 setups in gold today. Missed 2 early, but was able to capitalize on the nice comeback for getting myself back in the green after a pretty big negative day for me. So sit back and relax, and I will see you guys. Join me tomorrow on the live stream. Be there at 8:30 right at the market open. Take care, guys. I don't really see any point besides the gap. This is the gap fill right here at the 475. Not the fill, but this is the start of the gap. Or I should say the Sunday open. So you can position yourself right. There could be a pretty strong move to the downside, because the volume, the unbalanced areas to the downside is extreme. So they have a lot of places where they can sell or conduct auction. Demoralizing for the NQ. This point, TP2 looks really good still for me. No reason to go to break even at this point. They're probably going to target right at my TP2. Maybe a tick or two above it, like right there. 48, 47.1. I would think that they would balance that out. We're too close to it now, too, in my opinion. $50 ticks. 55. All right, nice. I don't have faith in the buyers right now. I think the sellers have got control here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Take it. Take it. Got about 7 points of risk on here in this trade. Come on. I think I'm gonna go to break even here. Nice if we just took it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, sellers. You know you've got control right here. Let's go. Take it by the balls. Thank you. This short looks to me so inviting. This was just pure manipulation right there. It was so easy to spot. It was a total bullshit move there. I just don't see anything that's giving me any type of confirmation to take a short down to the 415s. What did I tell you guys? 415, right on to the dot. Right to the dot. I mean, I knew this was shit, and I knew this was shit. I knew this was. There was all of the sellers above me, above the market fled. They're done. So now there's a big auction in play. I just did not really get did not get any kind of confirmation. The higher to take such a big trade like that. Nothing. Did not get the tops at all. There's money to be made here today. All right, I like that. Let's reduce risk here. All right, we got the footprint confirmations. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, that just came a second. Go, take it, take it, take it, take it. Take it. All right, I'm out. That was so fast. Holy shit. Nice. Got in the green for the day. Holy shit. Holy shit, did that come violent. I told you guys this was an A+ setup. I knew that this was going to be the new reactionary zone right there. And great footprint confirmation. Nice.